Hi, I'm Brianna, and today I'm going to be doing an interview with Queen Bee Jupiter.
Hi.
Today we're going to be talking about colony collapse disorder, which is a phenomenon in which a large group of the worker bees die out, and all that's left is a bunch of food resources, larvae, and pupa. Okay? So, to start us off, Queen Bee Jupiter, can you please talk to me about what happened last year in your colony?
Well, yes, last year in my colony, I lost a huge percent of my workers due to human activity.
Okay. So, what about human activities causing these declines?
Well, some of the factors include deforestation, habitat loss, fragmentation, and agricultural pesticides.
Okay, so what about deforestation and habitat loss and fragmentation is causing these deaths?
Well, that makes it harder for my workers to find food to return back to the colony to sustain the colonies.
Huh. Okay. So what about agriculture that is causing these deaths?
But agriculture affect also the loss of habitat, which makes my bees have to fly out further distances to find food and return back to the colony.
Okay. So you're saying that it's because of the agriculture and stuff like that, but what about bacterial diseases like European foul brood and American foul brood?
I love it. Happy Halloween. Thank you. Well, those affect our larvae and pupa. They have no effect on our workers, and it is our workers, my workers, that I am losing in my colony.
Huh. Okay. Well, what about protozoan like Nosema apis?
Dysentery?
Yeah.
That is a natural factor in our colonies that we have been used to dealing with within our colony. It has no impact on our colony at that point.
Okay. Um, so diseases have to be a problem. You're a commercial honeybee, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
aren't you more susceptible to diseases anyways?
Yes, being part of a commercial honeybee colony, there is no genetic variation, which has a impact on our vulnerability of diseases. Also, being part of a honeybee commercial colony, the chemicals used in our hive should protect us against hive beetles and wax moths have adverse effect on our workers.
Huh. Okay. So we keep talking about these agricultural insecticides. What's the problem?
Well, the problem with agricultural insecticides is that it's killing my workers. They are poisoning, paralyzing, and killing my workers. And that is causing a decline in my colonies, which also have an impact on the pollination of food for human consumption and other life.
Okay.
So without our workers, without my workers, my colonies collapse. And not only do my colonies collapse, but it have an impact on the pollination of food that many other species, mainly, perhaps importantly, including humans, consume to sustain.
Okay. So the chemical that she is talking about is imidacloprid, and imidacloprid is a class of neonicotinoid. And basically what that does is that it blocks the nicotinic acetylcholine receptors. And this blockage of these receptors basically causes paralysis, as she was describing, in which it paralyzes the insects, such as honeybees.
And as they out looking for food, they cannot do the bee dance or the honeybee dance, and they return back to the colony, which is a form of communicating to our other workers up to now. This is where you go to find the food.
Right.
They are unable to do that due to the paralysis due to the agricultural insecticides.
Right. Exactly. So I think it would be really helpful if we had some kind of like population dynamic analyses in which we study the life histories of the honeybees. So we study how important the workers are compared to the larval stage or compared to the pupa stage, in which we study like maybe the elasticity of the population or the sensitivity of the population, in which we increase conservation efforts to protect honeybees or increase conservation efforts to protect like different stages of their life to see what is more effective in protecting the overall population. What do you think?
I totally agree. I welcome any research and conservation, especially when it comes to my workers. My workers, it's all about the colony. Is all about the workers. They feed me,
Mm-hmm. Right.
and my workers die out, and it's common that once the queen, yeah, I'm having a problem here in my in China, but I love it. They feed me and they support my colony, and when the queen dies, they close the colony. So we have a lot of work to do. So Manila, and I'm looking forward to working with you all.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate you for having me. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
too.